Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt Chandler for 943. In today's video, I have my overview on the new Lionel 2020 Vinyl 1 catalog. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's just get right into it here. So I'll start off with some 120 stuff right here. This is the GS4 in a kind of daylight inspired paint scheme with some cars. These cars are really cool. So we have the Sounds Diner, a baggage car with sounds, and the camera car. So that's pretty neat. Then we have this set, which is the Land Chief Plus F3 set, which is a very much post-war inspired set. Really pretty cool. If it wasn't so expensive, I would do one. You know, I don't really understand the pricing on these sets. Is that, you know, the regular engines by themselves are $700, which, I mean, that's a little crazy just by themselves, but then you have the cars, which, I mean, I don't know if the cars are worth the extra $300. I mean, maybe that's just my take on it, but it's still a cool set nonetheless. I really wish they would do some plastic passenger cars because having a set of bonnets with passenger cars would just be crazy awesome. So maybe one day. Then we have the Lena Line Set. This is basically the Scout set that they've just reworked. And it's really pretty nice. I'm really liking it a whole lot. I actually just got a Lion Chief set in a couple weeks ago, and I really like it a lot. So I'll be doing more on that in the coming weeks here. But this set's really pretty cool, so we'll see. So then we have the Vision line, and the Vision line engine they're doing this go around is the GS series. Now it's not just the fours, it's all of them. So we have the Brass Hybrid, which is the GS1, and this one is the only brass hybrid in the section because they had to completely make the shell for the one because it's different than all the others. And then we have the twos, the Lark, which is a 2. Then we have the threes, the Golden State, which is a 3. And then here we have the fours. So this is really pretty cool. Now the fours are going to have dynamo smoke instead of whistle smoke. So they're actually going to smoke out of all 3 of the dynamo generator ports, which is pretty cool. So that'll put on quite a show. And then we're also going to have the reciprocating cylinder steam in this, which is going to be pretty cool. So I guess there's 4 ports on this, and I guess smoke will shoot out each port at different times, which is pretty neat. So I'm hoping they'll have like an air sound, like the MTH engines when they first start, before they start chuffing, they have the air let-offs. I'm hoping they have something like that in this. That'd be pretty cool. And then we're also going to have bi-directional marker lights, or bi-color marker lights, I'm sorry. So they're going to be either green, white, or you can set them to off, which is pretty cool. So that'd be neat. And then I guess there's also going to be customizable whistle choices on this thing. So it's going to be a very fully featured engine. And then we're also going to have the force coupler and the kinematic drawbar between the engine and tender. So a very awesome train. We have some Freedom Train stuff. Then we have the Chassis Steam Special, and I don't know, this GS4 is quite interesting looking to say the least. I don't know, I personally am not a big fan of it, but I guess if you wanted to see what a Chassis Steam Special paint scheme would look like on a Western GS4, well, here you go. So the cars are really cool though, those I really like, and I really like that water tender. That thing's pretty cool. Then we have the Vision Line train, which this is the Vision Line Stock Express set, which includes a GS4, and it's in the black, which is pretty cool. And then we have the stock car, a Vision Line Silver PFE Reefer, which I really wish they would have done a 3-pack of. And then we have 2 Freight Sounds boxcars and a camera Caboose. So this train is fully featured in every sense of the statement. It's a really cool set. Then we have the GS5s, and then finally the GS6. And I really like this WP one. That one's really cool. We have some baggage cars to go along with the daylights. Then we have My Page of Death. This is the Vision Line Reefers, of course. Now, I'm actually unsure about what set or sets I want to get. Now, I already own the PFE and the Santa Fe, so what I've thought about is instead of getting those again, which I mean I love them, they're fantastic sets, I thought about getting the Central set just because I don't own a Central set like this. I really like the paint scheme on it, so we'll see on that. The Pennsylvania one is really cool too. This is a fictionalized paint scheme, but it's still really cool. I do like it a lot, so I'm definitely do the Central and possibly one other one. I'm not sure which. Maybe the PFEs. I already own 6 of the Santa Fe's, so that way it'll give me 6 of the PFEs. So I don't know. We'll see. But that's not to say I wouldn't do the Santa Fe eventually. But I already own 6, so that way I would have an even number of PFEs and Santa Fe's. So I don't know. We'll see. Then we have these stock cars, and these things are really cool. They're going to have the quilting cow, if I can speak. That's going to be really pretty cool. So, as far as what road names to do, I really wish they would have done a Pennsylvania 3-pack instead of one of these other ones, but I'm thinking either the CNW or the Santa Fe. And we have the Legacy Steam, so we have the T1s. These are pretty cool. Now, the only one they're not doing in here, which I'm kind of surprised, is they're not doing the Chassis Steam Special one, which they're re-releasing all the other ones, so I don't know why they're not doing that, but whatever. And we have the B6. So I really like this one with the E6 tender. I had no idea that was a thing until I saw this catalog, so that's pretty cool, and it is prototypical, so I don't know, we'll see. I already have a B6. It's a Atlas one, and I've actually thought about selling that, so if any guys are interested, just let me know and I can hit you guys up about that. But I'm really thinking about getting this. Unfortunately, no whistle smoke, which if they had whistle smoke, I would already have my order in, but it's still a pretty cool engine nonetheless. We have some aux tenders here. And we have the diesels. These E8s are really cool. I really like this Central set, and of course the Pennsylvania. I'm a Pennsy guy, so that one's right up my alley. And we have the Trainmasters. These are pretty cool. I already own a Trainmaster. I have the Wabash Bluebird Trainmaster, which is pretty cool. It's an older legacy one, and then I saw a local dealer has the Lackawanna TMCC RS5 Trainmaster, which I've thought about buying that. So I don't know, we'll see. SD40s, the ES44s. These 3 special ones are really cool. We kind of knew these were coming eventually, so here they are. Then we have the Boston and Maine set. Now, these sets for the price, they're really not bad at all. So for the E8s, we have, on this one, we have a B&M E8, a milk car, and then 3 passenger cars. Then the preamble set, which is really cool, is this beautiful red, white, and blue E8 with 4 passenger cars. Really cool. And for $800, you get an awesome set for the money. Speaking of awesome sets for the money, we have the Trainmaster set, which is really cool. So we have the Trainmaster engine, which I don't see. Oh yeah, there they are. I was going to say I didn't see train phones, but they are on there, which is cool. Then we have the Vigilant stock car, which this you can only get in the set, which again is a downer because I really would like just the car. I don't really want the whole set, but it is a nice set. And then we have the Caboose. Now, for the Caboose, I really wish this was a camera Caboose. I feel like we're going to get one sooner or later, but this N5, I'm waiting for a camera. The minute a camera gets in this thing, I am in forever. I would probably order 4 of them, to be honest. I really, really want one. So, and then for the price, you know, $900 is not bad. It's a pretty cool set. Some passenger cars here. Some more camera cars. Then we have the beer cars. These are pretty cool. I like the ones with the graffiti on them. I've thought about getting some graffitied cars, and I just haven't done it yet, but hopefully this might change me. Who knows? We have the Friendship Train. This is actually a really cool train. It's got a lot of interesting history on it. So I probably would do the Central car, just because, again, Central, Pennsy, Eastern, that kind of thing always gets me. Then we have the Smoking Mechanical Reefers. These are pretty cool. I've thought about getting the PFE and Union Pacific runs. They did them a while back, and I've thought about getting those, so maybe this will be my chance to actually start it. We'll see. Then we have the Aurora Gondolas. These are really cool. Now, these actually were cataloged back in, I believe, 15, 16, somewhere in there. And they never got made, but now they're finally being made, so I'm thinking about an NS set. I thought about them when they first were released, or when they first were cataloged, but never got to them. And actually, these are them right here. I'm sorry. These other ones, these are new runs, but these are the ones from 14 or whenever they were made. And then this I'm definitely going to get. This is the Camera Caboose in the New York Central scheme. Now I actually have a Hallmark Christmas ornament of this Central Caboose in this paint scheme. I'm not sure if it's the same road number, but I'm definitely going to go in for this. Like I said, I really wanted the N5 like this, but this is close enough for me. So my F units will finally have something to pull with them, which is pretty cool. Then we have some standard O cars. These are pretty cool. Now these, if you guys don't know, these are scale cars, but they just don't have all the detail. It's kind of like the Atlas Trainman line versus the Master line. So if you can kind of think about that, it's kind of what we're after here. So pretty cool. And more of the same. Now we get into the traditional stuff. And there's a lot of really cool things in here. I'm going to start with the Allegheny. And again, these, talking about prices, if this wasn't so expensive, I would definitely do it. I mean, you know, for $1,100, that's kind of expensive when you can spend another $400 or $500 and get a scale legacy with all the fixings. But, you know, for a semi-scale guy like me, this is a nice engine, but I personally wouldn't get one. I still haven't put my pre-order in for this, but I do want to get one, is the 060T. When I originally saw these, I was going to do the Santa Fe, but I think I'm going to do the Pennsy now. So I just need to, it's literally just a matter of me putting down the pre-order for it, but I will do one. Then we have the F3s. These are really cool. This Black Widow SP is really cool. Now I have an SP RS11, which I've actually thought about selling as well, but I may keep it. I don't know. If any guys are interested, you can let me know, and maybe I'll sell it, but we'll see. But this is really cool. I like that. Actually, I like all of them. But this Pennsylvania is really nice. I wish they did the Tuscan Pennsylvania, even though it's unprototypical. It still is really cool. And we have the Hull class set. When Lionel did the Harry Potter set a couple years back, I really wish they would have done something like this. So I'll probably consider this eventually. So we'll see on that. And this set's really cool. This is the Baldwin Locomotive Works set, and it includes the Ofro number 26, which, not this style engine, but the 26 is actually still in Steamtown, which is pretty cool. There's some really cool licensed stuff. The Toy Story stuff is pretty cool. This Pixar stuff is really cool. I really like the handcar with Buzz Lightyear and Woody. That's really cool. And the Finding Nemo aquarium car. If there was ever a use for an aquarium car, this would be it. This is really cool. Some Frozen stuff. This Area 51, this one's really cool. I like the track with the lights in it. It's pretty cool. This set's pretty cool for your Star Trek guys. They have a Budweiser train. You have some more Lion Chief stuff. Lionel did this, I believe, a catalog or two ago. They did just some separate sale Lion Chief stuff. So this is pretty cool. We have a Chessie 38, which is pretty cool. And I like this Burlington Northern one. That one's pretty nice. Some Batman stuff. Kind of like this John Deere car is pretty cool. If Lionel ever did the Caterpillar license, my uncle's a big Caterpillar fan. He has most of MTH's Caterpillar collection. So I think if Lionel ever got the Caterpillar license and started producing stuff, I know that he would be all over that stuff. I didn't look to see if there's any new president cars. Now, it doesn't look like it. Look at, I'm waiting for a Trump boxcar. That'd be pretty cool. We're getting to Christmas here. I really like this set here, this elf work train. That's pretty cool. Something small, but, you know, kind of neat. So I'm a big fan of Christmas stuff. So it's kind of where you see me sometimes. We have the B6 with some snow-covered cars, which is cool. Then we have the Junction North Pole Central set. Now, what's cool about this is the light-up fast track. That is really, really cool. I feel like this is not gonna be the end of this. I feel we're gonna see it around the side of an engine, and it be in the form of a Canadian Pacific or Southern Pacific holiday train. I'm just guessing, but I feel it's gonna be coming soon. MTH has done it in the past. My aunt actually has the CP set. It's fantastic. And then here's this Christmas train. This is really cool. This has flickering lights on the boxcar, which is really neat. Then we have this. Now, I love the movie, the Christmas Vacation movie, so I'm definitely going to get this car. I'll probably pre-order that one. All right, now we're getting to accessories. So this is really cool. This is the fake Newsstand. This thing is really cool. I can't really make out all the stuff in here because this picture doesn't really go too much bigger. Or maybe it does. Oh, yeah, it does. Never mind. Yeah, it's a little bit easier to see the stuff there, some of the headlines and things. But that's really pretty cool. And then this is really cool. This is a Bluetooth speaker bandstand. Now this is a bandstand, and in the back here I'd imagine they have a speaker or someplace in this. But it's really pretty cool. So, you know, they got the radio tower, which I do want to get. But if you want something different, you can get something like this too. So I'll get the radio tower, and I may consider this too. And then this thing is pretty cool too. This is the lumber shed kit. So let's see about that. So that about takes care of the catalog and all the other stuff you guys have seen before. You know, it's figures and track and all that kind of thing. But it's a really fully featured catalog. I am very impressed with it. So I'll definitely have to shop around and see who's got the best prices on this stuff and throw in my orders, at least for that central stuff. The other whimsical stuff, we'll see on that, but definitely the central stuff. I'm very, very, very excited about that. So, alrighty guys, let me know what your guys' thoughts are and what you guys may be ordering, and we'll talk in the comments. So you guys take care. We'll talk to you soon.